Greetings and salutations, world. I am the Bearded Con Man, and welcome back to another exciting edition of What's in the Box. On today's episode, if you couldn't tell by the title or the shirt that I'm currently wearing, or the fact that I'm drinking coffee out of a Dr. Strange mug, we have a pretty exciting box to open today. So let's see what's in the box. All right, here we go. Oh, man. We got two items for you today, ladies and gentlemen. And it is, I'm gonna take a look at it first before I put it down. The 11 with Egos top vinyl, and the Demogorgon. Demogorgon pop vinyl from Stranger Things. And if you guys couldn't tell, these are the Chase variants. Look how beautiful they are. Look at it! Oh my gosh. It's so awesome. And how I've mentioned it in the previous What's in the Box episodes, Chase variants are the a limited edition version of pop vinyls that come out where they have something different about them in appearance, color scheme, what have you. In this case, the Chase variants for the 11 pop vinyl and the Demogorgon pop vinyl are, and you can see it on the side artwork, the original pop vinyl for 11 is her, the classic scene where she actually goes to get the Egos from the store, and she's a little bit dirtied up, and she of course has her buzzed off hair and a little bit of the nosebleed. The pop vinyl Chase variant though is actually her when Mike and the kids disguise her and take her to the school to see if they could communicate with Will, and she's wearing her wig, calling herself, as you guys know, pretty. So this is very, very pretty. I am so happy to add this one to my collection. I love the detail. I mean, I've mentioned it in previous videos as well. The detail that Funko is putting into their pop vinyls, just as each one comes out, is ridiculous and awesome. I mean, now the detail on this one, check this out, and hopefully the camera will pick it up. But the actual Egos, it's painted detail, folks. I mean, it looks like a legit Egos box from the 80s. And I know some of you kids are on the younger side and you didn't know how those look, but it's very, very spot on. Even the waffle that she's holding in her left hand here. Well, her right, our left. It's actually sculpted. Like, you can actually see where the waffle actually has the indents. So it's actually sculpted into her hand, and that detail is just ridiculous. That is so cool. I mean, even down to her shoes and socks, everything is sculpted. It's not painted on. The only thing that's painted on is actually the detail for the Egos box. It's so amazing. I am so excited that I own this. Fun fact about me, when Stranger Things came out, and you've seen him on previous episodes, but Ray, aka Squishy Puss, when this show came out, he and I literally binge watched it over 2 days. I don't even think it was 2 days. It might have been a 24-hour deal. We started it at, I want to say, like 8 o'clock at night, the night that it came out, and I'm pretty sure that we finished it, if not early on Sunday. It was Sunday afternoon. I can't remember which. So over the course of a weekend, we had that show knocked out. And it just was one of those things where it was so good. It was so good. If you haven't seen that show, get on it. You are missing out, I promise you. And for those of you that don't like things on the scary side, and I know this looks very scary, the show is not a scary show. I mean, there are some scary elements, but it is the ultimate ode to the 80s. It's got humor. It's like E.T. meets the Goonies meets just, it's this culmination of all these awesome things, and it is one of the greatest pieces of original television that I have seen in a long time. And I can't even begin to tell you how excited I am for season 2. So this came at the perfect time for me. They just released. I actually pre-ordered these in advance because I knew that I needed the Chase Finals when they were first announced. I didn't even want to take the chance to try and find them in the wild. As I mentioned to you guys, you pay a little bit extra to get the Chase variants off the bat instead of going out in the wild and trying to find them. So it is a little bit of a cheat in a way, but if you know it's something you absolutely have to have, I highly recommend it because these are totally worth it. So now that we've talked a little bit about the 11 Chase Pop Vinyl, let's talk about the monster, the Demogorgon. Look at this beauty. So if you couldn't tell, the difference between the Chase variant and the actual Pop Vinyl is the actual Pop Vinyl has the monster's mouth open, and the Chase Pop Vinyl actually has it where it's closed. And I really like that because the artwork still shows what the Demogorgon looks like when his mouth is open, but I feel like this monster is much more terrifying with its mouth closed. It's just like unworldly and just unsettling, and I love it so much. I love how this turned out. It's so alien and freaky and terrifying. I mean, to be completely honest with you, I love it to death. It is so good. So good. And again, every single bit on this Pop Vinyl is sculpted. I mean, even down into the torso and the legs, there's just like all like these like muscles and ligaments that are all sculpted and just make it look even more hideous and terrifying. It's just so good. So good. Oh man. So yes, the Demogorgon, not to give anything away, but that is the monster in this story. And yes, folks, there actually is a monster. Oh man, I love this show so much. But this Pop Vinyl is so cool. I can't believe that I actually own these now. One of these things about Stranger Things is that there was no merchandise whatsoever for it. This shirt, actually, I had to buy through an independent seller that had created this. And even with this, I don't like it so much because it's got these weird lights. Now, I mean, if they're trying to go for like a Christmas light thing, I can understand, which Christmas lights, if you've seen the show, you know that that's important. But I wanted something where it was done in the Stranger Things title, and it was Chief Hopper's classic line, "Mornings are coffee and contemplation," which is actually the name of this episode. So that was the one thing that sucked for me for the longest time, is that there wasn't any merchandise for Stranger Things, anything official anyway. So when they announced that they were doing Pop Vinyls, and you could tell the entire gang is being released, I knew I had to have them. You know, being both a Pop Vinyl fanatic and loving this show so much, I'm so thankful to Funko for picking it up and making this happen. So if you can't tell on the back, you have the regular 11 with Eggos. You have 11 Underwater, which will be a Hot Topic exclusive, and I'm hoping the camera will pick up. Sorry if there is a glare. They actually did come in Pop Vinyl protectors, if you couldn't tell, which I love that. I actually ordered these from Cool Toys and Games. So guys, thank you for the impeccable packaging as always, and for also sending them Pop Vinyl protectors. Really appreciate that. So yeah, you have 11 and then 11 Underwater, which is a Hot Topic exclusive. You also have Mike, Dustin, Lucas, Will, the entire kid crew. You also have Barb, the regular Demogorgon, and then of course Joyce with the lights, which I can't wait to have that. Guys, these are so cool. I love them to death, and I loved how they turned out. They couldn't have come at a better time. I mean, the season 2 trailer was just released a couple weekends ago for the Super Bowl, so the hype is real right now. It was very smart on Funko's part to release them when they did. So I love these to death. I love the chases. Like I said, you know, I knew I had to have these, and I'm glad that I was able to show them off to you. So that's gonna do it. Or actually, I have one more thing to show off to you guys. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I have one more thing to show off for this episode of What's in the Box. This actually came as a surprise. It was for Valentine's Day. I didn't expect this at all, but I felt like I had to show it off to you guys. And I will, full disclosure, I have already opened this. I didn't know what it was until it came. So let's see what's in this little box. All right. And I gotta tell you, this was such an awesome surprise. It is the Logan pop vinyl, the exclusive Hot Topic version, which has his bone claws. And if you guys watched my previous video, BCM Stories, Why I Love Wolverine, I talk about, you know, Logan's bone claws and how much I love that. So check this out. It's Logan in what has become kind of his classic look when he's not in his Wolverine outfit, where it's, you know, just a white tank top and then, you know, like brown cargo pants / jeans and his boots and belt buckle. And he's got his bone claws instead of his adamantium claws. So check that out. I'm gonna bring it in close so hopefully the camera can pick up that detail. If not, you'll be seeing on your screen a close-up view of the pop vinyl. So check that out. So awesome. So awesome. Oh man. I love this so much. This was such an awesome surprise. And full disclosure, this came from my mom. Yes, I am man enough to say on camera that this came from my mom, and how thankful I am for her. So Mom, thank you for this awesome surprise. I love you very much. So that's gonna do it for this episode of What's in the Box. Again, the detail that Funko continues to put in these pop vinyls is just so awesome. I mean, Wolverine's muscles are all sculpted, his pants and his boots, even his belt buckle. And I can't tell if the camera picked it up or not. If not, I do apologize. But the bone claws actually have sculpted detail on them, you know, where they're kind of clunky and they look like they're, you know, like actual knuckles. It's just so good. I love the detail so much. So we have this little bonus Valentine's Day surprise pop vinyl. We have the 11 with Egos Chase pop vinyl. And we have the Demogorgon Chase pop vinyl. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for this edition of What's in the Box. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Be sure to like, share, favorite, and subscribe for more content. If you really enjoyed this video, smack the like button. Let me know in the comments section below anything that you've got recently. If there's anything that you would like to see me unbox in a future episode, I'd love to hear your ideas. Until next time, remember, B.E.A.R.D. Be exceptional and rad dudes. I am the Bearded Con Man. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time.